Welcome back to Violet's Vegan Kitchen. Today we're going to be making ratatouille, a classic Provençal French vegetable stew from the Nice region in France. Preheat your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. I believe that got edited out. As you can see, I've got a baking tray lined with parchment paper ready to go on the stove. We're going to start by chopping 1 medium eggplant into 1-inch chunks. Place your eggplant onto the baking tray, drizzle with a little bit of olive oil, and sprinkle with some sea salt. Get in there, toss those eggplant up, make sure everything's good and coated. Next, we're going to chop the zucchini into 1-inch chunks. We're putting these on a separate baking tray, as you can see, because these cook a little bit longer than the eggplant. So let's next chop the yellow squash into 1-inch chunks. Next we have the bell peppers. We're going to chop those also into 1-inch chunks. I didn't chop these so great. These were a little clumsy to eat. I didn't slice them as small as you probably should have. Again, just drizzle these with olive oil, sprinkle with some sea salt. So my oven wasn't quite ready to go, so I just kept chopping. So I've diced up 1 small yellow onion. Once you're done, set that all aside and your oven should be ready to go. Mine was. Go ahead, put your eggplant, your squashes, and your bell peppers in the oven. We're going to bake these for 15 minutes. Next, we're going to move on, peel and press or mince 5 to 6 cloves of garlic. I don't usually press my garlic. I usually mince mine, but I've had this press for years, and I thought I'd bust it out for a little fun. It was pretty easy to use, but a little messy. I also feel like I didn't lose as much garlic with the press versus mincing on a cutting board. You know how it always gets a little sticky and sticks to the board? So next we're gonna quarter our heirloom tomatoes and then puree in a food processor. If you don't have one, just use a blender. I read some recipes that said you can also grate your tomatoes, but I didn't have time for that, and that sounded really tedious and time consuming. Ugh, this food processor always gives me trouble. Technical difficulties. You may have to puree yours if yours is small like mine in batches, so that's what I did. Next, I had some cherry tomatoes that were in the fridge that needed to be used, so I just halved those and set those aside. All right, my eggplant was ready to go, so I pulled them out along with the squashes and the peppers. You just need to toss them in the oven, toss them on the tray, and then we're gonna pop them back into the oven for a little bit. All right, everything's tossed, ready to go. They're gonna go in for another 15 minutes. Don't forget to save your veggie scraps, guys. I always save them for a nice veggie stack. I put it in a bag in my freezer, just wait until it's full or if it's a rainy day, and then you have a lovely veggie broth ready to go. This brown stains have been on my stove since I moved into my apartment. Ideas? Tried everything. Pull out your eggplant, set it aside. We're gonna leave the squash and the peppers to roast for another 5 minutes in the oven. So next, let's get your Dutch oven with a little bit of olive oil. We're gonna add in our diced onions. We're gonna cook those on medium heat for about 8 to 10 minutes until they're translucent. Okay, my squashes and my peppers are ready to go. Set those aside. Add in your garlic to the Dutch oven and saute for about 30 seconds on medium heat again, guys. All right, let's add our tomato puree to the Dutch oven. Also, let's add in our cherry tomatoes, and we're gonna bring that to a simmer for about 5 minutes. Look at that chunky boy. He didn't want a puree. That's okay, he'll break down. Okay, so let's add in our eggplant, and then our squashes and peppers. We're gonna simmer this for about 5 minutes. Let those melt together. Make sure you stir it occasionally. Okay, we're gonna add our seasonings. I added basil and oregano. Also, a little splash of red pepper flakes. My partner doesn't care for spicy, so we just try to take that as light as possible. And then a little bit of fresh ground black pepper. Stir it to combine. Taste test. Oh, check it again. I needed a second opinion. Let's add some thyme. Alright, put the cover on, keep it warm, turn off your heat. I got these cute little bowls at Aldi a few years ago. They're perfect for soups and stews. Whoops, missed the bowl a little. So I garnished mine with a little bit more of fresh ground black pepper and a slight drizzle of olive oil. If you had any fresh herbs, maybe parsley, chives, something like that would be really tasty. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and I really hope that you try this at home. Keep watching for new videos. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. The recipe will be in the description box below as well. Thanks for watching Violet's Vegan Kitchen.